Right at the end, he had to throw off a lot of weight. He was getting rid of some food. I think he had to get rid of some water and things. But he got up in the air. He got airborne.
Turbulent flight. The homemade lawn chair balloon from Clark County lifts off, and then the ride gets bumpy for the pilot, who is hoping to break a world record. Good evening to you. I'm Anna Canzano. That pilot from La Center wanted to fly 268 miles. He planned on landing somewhere in the middle of Oregon. Instead, he's stuck right now in a tree somewhere in the Gifford-Pinchot National Forest. KT's Dan Casuto is tracking this flight and the recovery from the pilot's house in La Center. Dan, what is the latest on how he's doing?
Anna, just 1 minute ago, I got off the phone with Skamania County Search and Rescue, and he's now down from that tree. He's 24 miles to the southeast of us, and he's on his way home, where he's going to be greeted with all the mess from the helium and whatnot from last night. 3 hours in the air, 6 hours stuck in a tree.
At 8 this morning, this rickety homemade flying contraption somehow successfully broke the bonds of the driveway in La Center, where Joe Barbera cobbled her together with balloons, a cheap lawn chair, and a lot of imagination. We watched him get ready late last night.
I've been thinking about this forever, and little by little I've been working on the details, the problems. How do you attach the sand? I've got oxygen for when I go above 12,000 feet. We've got sand ballast if I need it.
Okay, people watching this, they're going to say, are you crazy?
So crazy but not stupid. So this is reasonably well engineered.
Well engineered, but not very well. It was too heavy from the get-go, so Joe ditched the oxygen and a lot of the counterweight at the launch site in La Center. The winds took him southeast for 20 miles, but because he was lighter than planned, he rose up to 21,000 feet, much higher than what's safe. He popped some balloons, and his family got into place for a landing near Multnomah Falls. But then suddenly his flying machine headed north, and this is where he landed instead, in a tree 300 yards in the woods off Forest Service Road 4104. Joe's son, Riley, is waiting at home because the Skamania County Search and Rescue teams are still trying to figure out how to bring Dad back down to earth.
It didn't go quite as planned.
It didn't go quite as planned, but he got in the air, and that's really what he wanted. He might not set any world records, but he got to do some lawn chair ballooning.
So that world record was 268 miles. He made it about 24 miles. He's on his way home now to La Center. We're waiting for him. His son is out back. I don't think he's been too concerned. He took a nap and he was reading out in the sun for a little while. I'll tweet if I get any updates until then at Dan Casuto, but be sure to come on back at 6 o'clock. And hopefully Joe will be here and we can talk to him about what an amazing ride. Scary ride, too, I think that must have been, Anna.
Wow, what an adventure. Dan, thank you.